It's October, and that means the spooky time of year is here. So, we've got a list of 7 couch co-op games for you to play with your friends and family this Halloween. The very first game on our list is Don't Starve Together. This game is absolutely fantastic and will definitely give you that spooky vibe. It is a survival game that drops you into the wilderness and leaves you there to do what you will. The atmosphere is chilling and eerie, while the game's main mechanics revolve around balancing your sanity, hunger, and health to stay alive. Letting any of these stats drop too low can be devastating, as dying will result in the loss of that world. The more you let your sanity dip, the spookier the game gets.
Spooky!
Especially when it gets too low and the nightmare creatures become your constant companions. There's literally so much to do in this game, it's insane. There are tons of biomes to explore, a plethora of monsters to fight off, friendly animals to trap for food, farming, foraging, caving, fishing, crafting, boss fights, seasons, and, well, we'll let you find out. Don't Starve Together supports 2 players locally and 4 players online. Unfortunately, there is no crossplay.
Don't Starve Together and every other game on this list are linked in the description for your convenience. Welcome to the Co-op Company. We help you find the best local multiplayer games, so make sure to subscribe. In a slightly lighter mood, we have Luigis Mansion. These are classic Halloween games spanning all the way back to 2001. Luigi's Mansion 3 is the latest one. It is filled with ghostly fun that will keep you engaged with boss fights and hidden secrets throughout its entire 12-hour campaign. The game begins as you arrive at a beautiful mansion, ironically named The Last Resort. After retiring to bed, you awake to a scream and find all your friends gone. Upon this discovery, you set out to explore 17 floors, each with their own unique theme, from dinosaurs to movie directing. Along the way, to rescue the Mario crew, you will suck up ghosts, overcome various obstacles, and collect loads of coins and random objects just for fun. Unfortunately, 2-player co-op is not available from the beginning, and you will have to play for about 30 minutes to an hour before adding Luigi to your party and unlocking co-op. Despite this slight inconvenience, the game offers a fantastic spooky journey for 2. And on top of that, there are also a variety of party games that support up to 4 players.
The third game falls more into the area of ghostly mystery than creepy or spooky.
Spooky.
Unravel 2 is one of our all-time favorite co-op games. It is an absolutely gorgeous and intriguing 2D puzzle platformer with some of the most enjoyable mechanics in any game ever. You play as 2 yarn characters linked together by a strand of yarn. This link is what makes the game so interesting, as it prevents you from straying too far away from one another, and creates a need for cooperation. From avoiding getting tangled to swinging on your yarn connection, there are loads of intriguing puzzles that require you to work together. Besides the yarn connection, you are also able to loop your thread around the items and swing from one platform to another. This intense swinging action made us feel like Spider-Man, with the only game that can beat that feeling being, well, Marvel's Spider-Man. The background of the game is filled with mysterious shadows of a darker story for you to piece together. The game supports 1 to 2 players.
2 original Halloween games from 1993 and 94, Zombies Ate My Neighbors and Ghoul Patrol, were recently re-released and are really enjoyable to play together. In both games, you play as Zeke and Julie, 2 undeniably 90s kids, attempting to rescue your neighbors before they are relentlessly murdered by zombies, ghouls, chainsaw maniacs, axe-throwing children, and so much more. Every level takes place in a different area, from shopping malls and neighborhoods to dusty caves and ancient pyramids. There are so many different enemies to fight in these games, it's honestly kind of ridiculous. However, where the real charm comes in is with the wacky weapons scattered around the map, from your trusty squirt gun to plates, rocket launchers, and even footballs. You use whatever you can find to help you stay alive. Many levels, monsters, and weaknesses were inspired by some of the biggest horror movies of the age. With support for up to 2 players, these classic games are great for a nostalgia trip or for a gander into the 90s.
Minecraft is one of the most popular games on planet Earth. And while it did not make it onto this list, its spin-off game, Minecraft Dungeons, most certainly did. This dungeon crawler is filled with classic Minecraft monsters to defeat, from your classic zombies and skeletons to witches and spiders. There are tons of spooky areas to explore and loot to collect. While it is a Minecraft game, it sticks very well to the dungeon crawler theme. As you fight through wave after wave of enemies, in each mission you will come across new weapons and armor to better equip yourself with. As you level up, you will gain enchantment levels to further improve your gear. If the game was not spooky enough to begin with, they are also releasing a Halloween update. On top of all that, it is incredibly easy to pick up and enjoy with accessible gameplay and drop-in co-op. So whether you're a fan of Minecraft or not, this one is definitely worth a try. It supports up to 4 players locally and online.
This next game is more on the gross side than anything else, but it's definitely creepy as well. Struggling is one of the most hilariously disturbing games that we have had the opportunity to play. The game has you controlling this thing. Yeah, each player controls one of those grotesque limbs in order to move through the platforming stages. The controls are hard to get the hang of, but fun to learn, and you will probably find yourselves arguing over whose fault dying was. It is insanely hilarious and downright disgusting, from the squishing sounds that all the fleshy bits of the map make, to the mutilated monsters that you will have to fight. It is fun, stressful, and an absolute blast to play together. We screamed, laughed, and gasped constantly while playing this game. Seriously, if you want to get reactions out of a game, then this is the one to choose. While you will probably find yourself frequently dying and having to start the level over, it is all worth it for the superbly different experience. It supports up to 2 players and is great for this time of year.
If none of the games so far have been for you, then perhaps you will enjoy making your own. Game Builder Garage is a fantastic program that teaches you how to create your own games, and even lets you download and play games created by others in the community. We loved learning how to program. The lessons are made incredibly simple and sometimes much slower than necessary to make sure you understand everything. Sitting together and brainstorming ideas and attempting to implement them is incredibly enjoyable. There are loads of scary games from the community to give you inspiration as you and your friends attempt to design the perfect multiplayer horror game. With support for up to 8 players, the only limit here is your imagination.
Remember that we have linked every game in the description for your convenience. Make sure to subscribe for more of the best co-op games.
To see the best PlayStation split-screen games, click there. Or for our disgusted Let's Play of Struggling, click there. We love you guys.
Y'all are awesome.